Hello MacroHeart community, what's up? So as you all know that we have done a substantial work in the mathematics of the protocol. Now we have started doing the coding part. So that being said, today we are going to discuss about a decentralized protocol which is even older than Bitcoin. So we all know that Bitcoin started in January 2009. Now there is another protocol which is known as BitTorrent, and it started in 2001 by Bram Cohen, and it's a distributed and permissionless file sharing protocol. So in order to understand this, let's take an example. Suppose Charlie is a user who wants to download a file, and Alice and Bob have half and half part of the file, with Alice having the first part and Bob having the second part. Now if Charlie wants to download the file, then what he can do is that he can take the first half of the file from Alice and the second half of the file from Bob. Now in this scheme, both Bob and Alice, who are providing the file, are known as seeders. So one might wonder that why is such a decentralized scheme better than a centralized scheme, which is to have a single server which responds to the request of the clients. Well, one advantage of having such a decentralized file sharing network is that such a network is pretty resilient compared to centralized solutions. If we consider our initial example, even if Alice's connection goes down, Charlie can still download the second half of the file from Bob, and whenever Alice comes back, Charlie can download the first half from Alice. In the meanwhile, when Alice was down, maybe another user can become a seeder and provide the first half of the file. As long as there is at least one seeder, Charlie can download that part of the file. So this makes the network pretty resilient. Another advantage of having such a decentralized design is that such a network can absorb very high demands, which is also referred to as a spike. So consider an example in which a file becomes very popular and all of a sudden there is a huge demand to download that file. In the centralized server case, it's possible that the server is not able to handle all the demand from the users, and maybe it can also crash and go down. However, in the decentralized scheme, as a file becomes more popular, more and more seeders will join the network and start to provide the file. So therefore there won't be any crashing because of huge demand in the decentralized counterpart. And obviously this design mechanism doesn't have single points of failure, which is the biggest problem in centralized design systems. That being said, there is one disadvantage that might occur in such a distributed file sharing network, and that is slow start. It might occur that a file is relatively new and there are not a lot of seeders to provide that file. In such a case, the download experience of the user might not be as smooth compared to the centralized design mechanisms. Nevertheless, this protocol became very famous to the point that it even disrupted pretty big industries like the music industry, because now anyone can download a file as long as it's available on the internet. Not just that, even big services like Twitter and Facebook use BitTorrent protocol to share information between their servers whenever they want to share a latest update. So one question might occur that what is the incentive for the seeder to provide the file other than the fact that it's pretty cool? So in order to solve this problem, in 2019, Tron collaborated with BitTorrent Foundation and they created BTT crypto tokens, which was supposed to incentivize the seeders to provide files on the BitTorrent network. So if you guys have never experienced one of the first decentralized protocols, then go ahead and download the BitTorrent client and let me know in the comments how you liked it. So that's all for today. If you find this video insightful and interesting, then hit the like button. And if you are new to this community, then subscribe to MacroHeart, where we are building the next economy. So see you all guys tomorrow, and until then, bye bye.